back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I put a video up. I decided to take some time for myself. I'll explain it at the end of the video why I took some time off, but yeah, I'm back and I'm going to start recording a lot more videos for you guys and getting them up more frequent. But yeah, me and Matthew had our first IUI appointment yesterday, and I have to say I was a little disappointed. I was expecting a lot more to happen. I think we were going into it thinking, oh my goodness, we're going to get so much information thrown at us and it's going to be so hard to take everything in, because Matthew didn't need to come to my appointment. He doesn't need to come to all of the appointments, but I like him to be there because it means that if I do get loads of information, I can take it all in and he can take some in as well, and just in case I forget anything. But yeah, he came and the two of us were just sitting, and he was a bit, I could tell he was disappointed straight away because he had to leave the room at one point because I was getting my blood test done. But even when I walked up the corridor, I could just see in his face that he just wasn't happy with the whole appointment, because we were, as I said, we were going in expecting loads of information, and when we went it was just more tests and test and test. It was just tests, all of it, loads of questions. But I suppose that is part of the whole treatment, because they need to know if everything's fine with you, because if you're going in there and you've got some sort of underlying problem like diseases that you don't even know you've got, then they won't want to treat on you. So I got loads of tests done for just checking to see if I had a blood clotting condition, which I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm sure I've got tested for that kind of thing before previously, and if I don't have it, Matthew doesn't need to get tested. But if it comes back that I do have it, then he will need to get tested. And then they wanted to make sure that I had my rubella jags, and they needed to have proof that I had that done, which my mum was like, it's fine, you can go to your GP, you can get that because you definitely had it done. And I know my mum would have got me them all done, because you get them done when you're tiny anyway. They asked me to do swabs, which I was a little bit freaked out by, because when you go to get swabs done, you just expect or assume that the nurse or the doctor's going to do it for you, because they usually go up in the bed, you usually put spectrum thing in and swab you. But she was like, you take these two swabs, and this one you just take the lid off and pop it in and swing it around and then put it in. And I'm like, whoa. I think she must have seen my face like, what? Like, I've never done that before. And then there was another wee one, she was like, take this swab and then put it in and then snap it and then put the lid on it. And I'm like, I've never ever done anything like this before, and it's kind of freaking me out. So I did go ahead and do it, because you get your own little private toilet in the room that you're in, so you don't need to go outside and be so awkward like, hi guys, I'm just going to go and swab myself and bring it back in. So I went and done that, and I gave her them. She done my blood tests, and she was just basically asking me, Matthew, loads of questions. She was asking if we'd smoked, how long where we were born, what else was she asking? She was asking how much we drank. I don't drink. I only drink it, look, I do drink at special occasions, but it's not a lot, because I don't really like drinking. I'm a weirdo, as people like to say you're a weirdo because you don't drink. Just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't have a good time. I can have a good time without a drink. But Matthew drinks every now and again. He usually goes out at the weekend, or he'll go out throughout the week and have a few drinks with his friends, but at the weekend he can take it a little bit too far, I'm not going to lie, and he'll admit it. But when he told the doctor how much he would drink on a weekend, she was like, you need to kind of lower that a little bit, and he was like what, like, I need to have a drink. But when he had left, he wanted to ask her if he could still drink just now. So when I went out, he was like, I wanted to ask her a question, and I was like, you can ask, just go and ask reception. So the reception woman asked, and she was like, no, you can still drink, just not up until the treatment. So obviously we've not got a date for our treatment to start yet, we're just going in for the whole leading up kind of appointments towards that. So she was like, no, it's fine, you can still drink. And he was like, thank goodness, because he's got a night out planned, and I'm going out this weekend. It's my mum's birthday next weekend, but we're doing something this weekend. There's loads of birthdays in February in my family, and there's just so much coming up, so we're just going to have like a wee joint meal thing for most of the people. And then next month we've got stuff coming up as well. My birthday's next month, and our next appointment is next month, and my next appointment is on my little sister's birthday. It's on the 21st of March, and they do give you a lot of forms and information. It's just, I don't even know if you can even see how much paperwork there is here. It's crazy how much there is here. And it's just basically explaining everything. It's explaining what's going to happen at your next appointment. They'll check to see if you've been on any holidays in the last 6 months to Zika country, and make sure you don't have Ebola from going away abroad. They'll do a hepatitis C, B and a HIV test, I'm sure, on both of us, and if that comes up positive, they don't do any treatment whatsoever. You're not allowed to get even put forward for any treatment, because it's like everyone knows what HIV and that is anyway, so they won't test you. And I was reading up on a lot of things before the IUI, and I didn't know a lot of the previous things that you'd have to have, and that you'd have to be with your partner for at least 2 years, and because obviously you have to have tried for at least a year and a half before you can get put forward for any treatment. And she also asked if any of us had any children from previous relationships, which we don't, because if you do, then you more or less have to pay for your treatment. You have to go privately for IVF, because it means that it's just like kind of some sort of problem happening with one of you or whatever. I mean, that can be the whole situation with us, but we don't have any, and we're just basically under unexplained infertility. So it means that we both work, it's just nothing will stick there, and I've explained that so many times, but I'm hoping that people understand what unexplained infertility is from our personal pages, because I don't want people to think that, oh, there's something wrong with them. And I mean, everyone has been so supportive of us, and they're just so nice. They leave nice comments on things, and they'll like all our Instagram and Facebook things on our private accounts, not on our Hammon's account. I have been really more active on our Instagram because I've not had time to just sit here and record videos for anyone. So if you do follow us on Instagram, I will put the handle on here, and you can give us a little follow, because I do upload a lot on that. More or less every day or every 2 days, so I'm always updating that. But yeah, I was really disappointed with the appointment. I thought there would have been a lot more information. I thought we would have got given a lot more and more in depth of everything, but I'm hoping that the next one we do get a date for leading forward on everything, so fingers crossed we get that through. But obviously we won't get that through now, because we're going to do this one first. But yeah, I was just a little disappointed, and I could tell on Matthew's face he was just so disappointed with everything as well. He was expecting a lot more from it, because he was that night before and yesterday was like, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what to expect, but I didn't expect that to happen, so I was a little bit disappointed, and I know he definitely was as well. But what can we do? It's done with now, and we're actually on that path to the treatment that we're hoping will work, and we will have our first baby. I know it's crazy, and I know that I am a very hopeful person. There is sometimes when I can feel really down and I'll think it's never going to happen for us, but I'm very hopeful that this will work. And Matthew always says, don't get disappointed if it doesn't work the first time, you know, you get so many tries at it. And to me, I just want it to work first time, because it's just that I never ever thought to get to this stage of trying for a baby. I thought it would have just been really easy, but obviously not for us. So yeah, that's everything on the baby side. And the reason why I never uploaded for a month was because I had been so down. I had been so stressed out, and I was crying a lot, and I just needed time to myself. I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know until a couple of weeks ago that it was work getting to me, and everything was just piling on top of us, because we're such a, like, where I work, we're small, and there's really only 4 of us, but there's 3 of us now, and we're just, the workload's just piling on top of us. It's just constant, and I would come home from work and I would just burst out crying. I would be sitting on the couch with Matthew and I would just burst out crying, and then he'd just come over and I'd be like, what's wrong? Like, and because I keep a lot of my emotions to myself. No one can really tell if anything's wrong with me, because I keep a lot of things to myself and I don't express or explain how I feel. So I was just crying, and he was like, what's wrong? And obviously Matthew's been feeling like, he's felt like that for so long. He knows very well how I was feeling, and he just comforted me. And then I used to speak to my mum, and she'd be like, we're just going to speak to the doctor, see what she says. And I was like, no, it's fine, I'm fine. So I did book a doctor's appointment, and then I ended up going for my UTI, my first one, and I got antibiotics for that. And she just, every time I go in, she's so nice. She asked me how me and Matthew are getting on, and asked how Matthew is to see if he's okay, and I'm like, yeah, Matthew's fine. And then I went back again because I had pain in my back. I've still got the pain in my back, and it's not going away. So painful. And she was like, oh, I think it's just a joint pain. But then she just looked at me and she was like, are you okay? Like, you just don't seem yourself. And I just burst out crying, and I never cry in front of the doctor or anything like that, and I just burst out crying, and she was like, what's wrong, like comforting me and just asking me why I felt like that, and I'm like, I'm guessing it's just work, and I just guessed it was work, and she was like, I'm going to take your blood pressure just to see how you are, and it was sky high, like it was so high. She was like, I'm not happy with this, especially when you're starting your treatment soon and you're going for your appointment on Tuesday. This was obviously the other week. She went, I don't want you having a high blood pressure, and I was like, it's fine, okay. So she was talking to me, but she kept the blood pressure thing on me, so she kept doing my blood pressure. She's done it 3 times, and it was sky high the 3 times that I was talking, and she was like, nope, I think you need time off work. And I was like, and I don't like taking time off. I don't like to disappoint people, and I don't like to not go to work sort of thing, because I feel like I need money, but I don't need money. I just like to go and know that I can save up my money. And she was like, I feel like it's up to yourself, I feel like you should take time off. And I just looked at her, and tears were still like streaming down my face, and I was like, I think I do need the time off. And I was petrified to say to the girls that I was going to take time off, because I felt bad for them, but at the same time I was like, no, I need to take care of myself. Why should the person who's off get to have this time? Obviously they're going through stuff, that's up to them, they're going through stuff on their own, but why should they get to have this time, and we have to struggle every week to try and get help and taking on all these hours ourselves? So I took the time off, and I messaged the girl who was helping our store, and I just said to her, I've been given a sick line, and I felt really bad for messaging the girls and saying, I don't know if anyone's told you, but I've got a sick line. And I have to admit, it was the best thing that I have ever done. I have never felt so stressed but relieved at the same time. I was still, obviously my sick line started last Monday and it finished on Monday there, but I've got 2 days off just now, and I'm back to work tomorrow for the first time, which the dread does set in, but it's just more of a dread of, oh my god, I'm going back to work. It's not like, oh my god, I'm going back to that stressful place just now, unless I do go back and I feel stressed out. But the doctor did say, if you don't want to go back, just come back down and let me know. But I feel like I'm ready. I felt like I have had the time that I needed off, and I felt like I just needed to just relax, because my mum was always messaging me, you better be relaxing today, you better be relaxing. So I think by the time Wednesday had come, I'd felt much more relaxed, because I was off. I was in on the Friday, and then I was off the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is Wednesday today. So I've been feeling much more relaxed and stress free, and I don't want to go back to being stressed again. I hated how I felt. I hated coming home. I would sit and have earphones in, and I'd be on the laptop doing stuff, and I would just burst out crying, and Matthew's like, and I would just look at him and I'm going, I don't know why I'm crying, and he's like, it's fine, you can cry, it's okay if you feel like how you feel. And I was just so happy. It was as if the tables had turned, sort of. I wrote that on one of my Instagram posts. It was like everything had turned around, and he was taking care of me for a change, whereas before I was always taking care of him because of how he felt. And I'm glad that it kind of switched, because it got to see two opposite sides of us, and for the two of us, we always look out for each other anyway, but to see how he would take care of me and how I take care of him. So I feel better, and I'm glad to be back to my normal self. I have to say, the only thing that got me through the situation and through feeling stressful is listening to music. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of song it is. It made me feel better. I feel like music is the best medicine. I know that's stupid to say, but it did help me. And it wasn't like I was sitting listening to sad songs. I was listening to upbeat songs. I listened to a lot of dance music, so when I was listening to music, it would just bring my spirits and my energy back up. So I'm kind of glad, and I'm so thankful for music. I love music. So yeah, I'm back to my normal self. I will keep everyone updated on everything on the baby side of things. I am not pregnant. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if you probably guessed, because we're going through the IUI thing, but this month, January and into February, we did not really try, because I'd been feeling run down, I'd been feeling so tired, I had 2 UTIs, I had a bad back, and we just basically were not feeling it this month, and we were just having a little break. I mean, if it happened, it happened, but we weren't really trying. So I am on my periods right now. I took my periods yesterday, bang on time for a change. Last month I was 13 days late, and I was not pregnant, obviously, and that was the worst cramp I have ever experienced. That is even worse than the 17 days late one. It was the worst cramp ever, and I never want to feel that again. But just now I'm feeling a little crampy. I'm not as bad, but I did wake up during the night because it was really sore. But I just take my period painkillers and it helps it. So yes, thanks for everyone for all your patience and for always keeping on my page, and just I can see the views going up. I check my YouTube page every day, and I check my subscribers. Hi to everyone new. I don't know if you're from Instagram or if you just clicked on me random. Thanks for following mine and Matthew's journey, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, because as I said, I do upload on there every day. And yes, thanks for watching my videos, guys. If you like watching my videos, please like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to put your bell on, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.